off with this look with priming my face, and then it's going to be with the Too Faced primer, poreless primer. After I prime my face, I'm going to correct some of these hyperpigmentation spots, and I'm just going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal Orange Corrector, and then I'm going to use a Sonia Kashuk round brush here, and then I'm just going to kind of smudge that out and pat that in, and then I'm going to use a bronzer type, I don't even know how to describe this, I guess bronzer type moisturizer, and I'm just going to use that on top. I really want to get this kind of like a golden bronze look with the foundation that I'm going for, so I'm going to apply this on top before we add the foundation. And then I'm using the Stila Stay All Day foundation, and I'm using a beauty wedge in order to just kind of pat that all in. I know the foundation is a little bit darker than my skin tone, but it's all going to balance out, so it's okay. Alright, now for the brows, I'm using the MAC Spike Brow Pencil. It's one of, the most popular colors from MAC as far as brows. I'm just filling that in a little bit and trying to get my outline together. Then I'm going to switch up and use the NYX eyebrow gel in Espresso. And I wanted to kind of get the brows as dark as I could for this look. And in order to conceal, or I guess to shape up the brows here, I'm just going to use a little bit more of that foundation, because I don't want to go lighter underneath my brows, because I'm going to go lighter on my eyelids. It's just because this is more like a Halloween or costume type look. Then I'm using the Anastasia brow powder, the chocolate brow powder duo, and I'm using the darker shade. Alright, so along the eyes to conceal and underneath the eyes, it's going to be more like in a circle. And I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC42. And then I'm going to go in with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. And then I'm just going to allow that to bake a little bit. And unfortunately, I end up getting a lot of that on my brows, but it's okay. It's all going to come off. Now to sculpt out this look, I'm using the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. This is a light medium one. And what I want to do is I want the bridge of the nose to be wider. And I'm trying to make it look a little flat there. And then I want to go darker on the sides to kind of expand that bridge out so it's not as narrow as I normally would create it. So I'm going to touch up the forehead as well as the cheekbones and then the hairline. I'm using the matte blank type, and that's going to go over the eyelid itself. Then I'm going underneath my eye, so it's going to go along the lash line, right underneath the eye, and I really just want to kind of enlarge the eye a little bit by doing this. And then I'm going to use the Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie, and that is going to go from the crease underneath the brow bone. And then I'm also going to swing that underneath the eye as well. All right, I'm gonna do a little outline here with a eye pencil, and then I'm just gonna use a liquid liner to fill that all in to kind of create this nose. And then I'm using that NYC liquid eyeliner that I use on the nose, and I'm just going to create a wing or a cat eye here. Alright, and to kind of enlarge the eyes, I'm going to use the NARS, I think this is Santa Monica Boulevard eyeliner here. And because we're going with such a kind of like a feline or a cat eye look, I'm going to use the Lord & Berry eye pencil, and I'm going to go underneath the waterline where I just applied that white liner, and then I'm going to use this right on the lash line. I'm trying to create it like a sharp line. And I don't want to smudge it because I really want it to look really sharp. And then I'm going to use this Absolute New York Nano liner, and I'm going to sharpen that line up a little bit more and give it a crisp look. Alright, so my favorite part is to highlight. So I'm using the MAC Gold 9. I haven't used it in a while. And so I'm going to apply this along my cheekbones. Alright, so don't forget to highlight the cleft of your lip as well as your nose. And then I'm going to use this right underneath the brows, underneath that arch, and in the inner corners of my eye. And I want to lighten this up a little bit, so I'm going to highlight a little bit more with the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Oh my goodness, these are like my favorite lashes. These are Lena Lashes Demo. And then I have the Andrea Strip lashes. I have already applied them underneath the one eye on the lower lashes. And I want to show you how I applied them, how like I put them apart a little bit and just apply those lashes on. So I'm cutting this one. This is a piece that was already breaking apart, so I cut that in half and applied a little glue. And I'm actually using this underneath my lashes, so I don't want to put this on top of my lashes because I don't want my lashes to come off when I pull this off at the end of the night. So I'm just going to put this right underneath my lashes. Then I'm using that NC42 concealer that I was using earlier, the MAC. And I'm using a concealer buffer brush, and I'm just tapping that on. And this is creating my cheetah print. So I'm starting off with this alcohol pencil, the Lord & Berry pencil. It's easier to fix with the pencil than it is with the eyeliner gel. So starting off this way. And what you're doing is creating like part of a little smiley face. And just to give it some variations, some of them are going to be more like a full smile, and then the others are going to be more like in between a smile and a frown, if that's a good way to describe it. And so I'm going to go over that with the liquid eyeliner. And then I want to give it a little bit more of a very hairy look to my brows. So I'm going to use this on the tip of the brows. And then I believe this is a ColourPop Frickin' Frack. I want to say it is Frickin' Frack. And then I'm using, this is Nude by Gerard Cosmetics. And then I'll have a list of the main products that I used And I'm going to list that below. So if you guys don't catch it all during the video, check that out below. Alright, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.